Christmas time of year. Everybody swing, yeah, it's Christmas time of year again. Hang the trimmings on the tree. 'Cause everybody here love Christmas. Here we go, let it snow. Ho, ho, ho.
Hey.
Evening all.
Oi, Stephen, how you doing?
Santa Claus here.
Did you say Sandy Claus?
Cooper Claus. Cooper Claus is here. Santa Claus, Cooper Claus, all the same bloody thing. Good evening, Steve. Good evening, John. Share the post. I'm going to share the post.
Did you post that video?
No, I've only just downloaded it. I'll do it while we're
you may as well just say it. He's watching.
Hang on.
Sarah, how you doing? John, how you doing?
Right. I'm posting the video now. Do I do it on the day 4 one? I do I just post it on there. Yeah.
I 3 times I had it going again, it never went. Mr. Riley, how you doing? The Juice Magician. Wigwam.
So find day 4.
Well. Oh, Sarah, you're still dying. Well, Cooper looks much better today. A little bit brighter today.
I feel a lot better, mate. The sore throat and the chest is eased an awful lot. Still got this niggly little headache at the front of my head, but nowhere near as bad as it has been.
All right, Stephen, how you doing, man?
Right, that's posted now.
Just while we are getting sorted out, if you haven't watched, have a look at the Watt Vapors review last night. They reviewed the whole range for us, and a cracking review on all the juice.
Yeah, it was really good. I enjoyed it an awful lot. The good banter with the Watts. So it's definitely good banter with them. They had 30 odd people viewing it at one point as well. And I was absolutely delighted with the scores for my juice.
They were, but to be fair, all of the juice. Don't get me ranting, Cooper. Don't get me ranting just yet. All of the juice got very good marks.
Oh, it did.
But they did prefer Cooper's, especially and surprisingly.
Well, there's a theme developing, isn't there? There's a theme developing, mate.
Surprisingly, coming up the outside and round the front is, what is it?
Mint Julep Elizabeth Elixir. Once again, top the polls. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, my unique cocktail blend flavour is absolutely wiping the floor with all of the reviews that have been done. You know, everybody is amazed that a bourbon, lime, mint cocktail can taste as bloody good as it does in a vape.
And you can buy them. If you look right.
We can buy them.
Wait a minute. If you look right there. There. You can buy them.
There. Video still uploading.
I would just announce it while it's uploading.
Go for it. Make the announcement.
John, are you still in the room?
John Goodwin, are you here?
Make yourself known. Father's in the room. He's coming on good behaviour for a few moments later on, if he behaves.
Yeah, Hodo's on parole. He's promised to be a very, very, very good boy tonight, and if he doesn't, well, He's in Last Chance Saloon.
John Goodwin, are you in the room? Let us know, mate. Let us know.
Go to the live. King of Ape is live. There we go. 14 people in the room. Matt Thomas, good evening. Simon Riley, Steve Murray, Mick Cartman, good evening, everyone.
I'll tell you what,
Welcome to Rants and Bants. Tonight, we get it off our chests. We give you the opportunity to get it off your chests. John is here. Well done, John. Your day 4 winner, pal. You've won yourself some more juice.
And you know what? He posted earlier saying who won, because when I uploaded it, it didn't upload. And it was him that won, but I couldn't tell him at the time.
Yeah, we did the video earlier on today, but Owen's had 1 or 2 technical issues, which is becoming the theme of the show, as well as my broadband going off.
We're going to rant about that one day. Not tonight, but we're going to rant about it one day.
Anyway, John, you chose nice. And today, for the first time, because we've had naughty 3 days on the trot, today, for the first time, nice, the wheel chose those who have been nice. And John, you were the name that was randomly selected from Owen's
the randomizer. The randomizer.
Nice thing. Yeah. So well done, mate.
If we get over 20, there will be a giveaway tonight, guys.
We're up to 18 viewers, boys and girls. We need to get to 20 viewers, and we'll start the show straight away with a giveaway. No messing, straight in there. I look like Brian Harvey from East 17. Stay now, baby, if you got to go away. Don't think I can take the pain. Won't you stay another day? Stay now. You know what I mean? Looking good, looking good. Oh, shit, dropped to 14 viewers the second I started singing. That's bullshit then.
Fucking hell, Cooper. What have you done?
Right, we need to get to 20 viewers, boys and girls. We're doing a giveaway, so people please share the post. Invite your friends to come in and join us. Let's give some stuff away to start the show off with. On the right foot. Sack Cooper for singing. P45's in the post again.
Guys, before we get started having a very, very polite rant, give the post a little share for us, please. Stick it onto your stories, stick it onto your timeline, and stick it in one group. You will not get banned that way. And then in the middle somewhere, stick another one on. And at the end. All good. All good.
And keep it rolling. Keep it rocking and rolling. Okay, so we couldn't allow the last week to pass by without having a little rant about the state of our politics, could we? I mean, we've had a general election. It seems the Tories have gained a huge majority.
Cheers,
again in the House of Commons. The SNP have gained a huge majority north of the border. The under 24-year-olds have gained a huge majority in managing to help Labour lose the bloody election. Sorry to all the under 24-year-olds watching tonight. I do apologise. Politics, boys and girls. Sack of shite, or are you really interested? The question is open. Are we at 20? We've got a giveaway. Politics. We've got a giveaway, boys and girls. We've hit 20. We're at 23. Yeah. 23. Okay, giveaway time, Wilson. How are we doing this, pal? What are we doing? What are we giving away? Who's going to win it? And how are they going to win it? Those are the questions that really matter tonight.
We are going to give away right now a bottle of Jewels and a bottle of Kryptonite.
There you go, boys and girls. Our 2 best-selling flavours at this present moment in time. Crown Jewels, wonderful, 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 fresh, sweet orange, and Bucks Fizz. What a beautiful, beautiful vape. And the Kryptonite, which, of course, is Superman's weakness. It's the lemon and grape soda with an Arctic blast. So we've got 2. We've got 100 mils to give away tonight, boys and girls. And how are they going to win these 100 mils of juice, Mr. Wilson?
Well, all they have to do is go on eBay and buy Cooper's Youths Grandies.
Only £25 a pair, boys and girls. 35 for the Christmas specials.
Pardon. So, here's one for the keen one. This might take all night.
Okay.
Last night on our the Vaping Watts review, it was announced and somebody guessed what the secret flavour was in my Man of Steel.
Oh. Tell everybody what the actual flavours listed on the bottle are, Mr. Wilson.
The flavours listed on the bottle are blueberry. Fucking hell. Sorry. Orange and blueberry muffin, of course. How silly of me. Orange and blueberry muffin, but there is a secret flavour in there, and it was announced last night. Somebody guessed it, and somebody won last night.
Check the comments.
Hodder, I'll take 6, please. Hodder, you're belling. Oh, Stephen Murray straight in. Stephen Murray is straight in with strawberry.
Well done, Stephen Murray. You have guessed. In the Man of Steel, which is a blueberry and orange muffin, there is a secret flavour that was never announced, that was never advertised on the bottle, but it was in there, always in there from the start. And we called it a secret flavour. There you go. You've won those. Well done, pal. Good evening, Fiona. Welcome to the Vaping Grannies.
Hey.
We're having Rants and Bants tonight.
For a while. Well,
Rants and Bants tonight, Fiona. We're starting off. We've done a giveaway, and we're starting off having a little rant about politics, given that it's been an election week. And we asked a question: shite or interested?
I'm going to have a quick rant.
All right, okay.
Haven't been talking to me in the last week, and I've been really upset. I've been crying myself to sleep every night. Simon Riley can tell you I've been up to 3 o'clock in the morning with him, consoling me.
Hi, Louise. I know. Fiona, you've where you been? Poor Owen has been missing you. There's a hole in his heart, and it can only be filled by you.
Cool. Louise, how you doing? So, 20 people in the room again. Cheapers. Busy tonight, guys. Keep sharing, keep sharing.
Get to 25 boys and girls, we'll do another giveaway. Simple as that. 25 viewers, we'll do another giveaway. So, Stephen Murray commented that the rich get rich and the poor get poorer. Common theme running there.
Who said that?
Steve Murray. Was it Steve Murray? Yeah, as far as I can see in politics, the rich get rich and the rest get screwed.
Got it. It's on the screen.
How do you feel about politics in the country these days, boys and girls? Do you feel screwed? Do you feel richer? Do you feel poorer? Or are you just not bloody interested anymore because they're all a set of corrupt idiots who are only in it for themselves?
See how it is, Cooper. See how it is.
I don't know.
Let it go, Cooper. Let it go. Let it out.
George Barkley's got lots of rants, but he doesn't like to talk about it.
Yeah.
Nice one, George. There's a theme going there as well. Love it, pal. Love it. As always, I stayed up on election night. I like to stay up and watch the results coming in. I do take a little bit of interest in politics for those who follow my timeline. I am very interested in huge political change. I think the system's corrupt. I think it's out of date. It's 2.5 centuries old. It's not fit for purpose. It's not representative of the people voting in the system. No votes are equal. It depends where you are in the country as to who gets in, and it's wrong. And it's time for a big change. That's my little rant. Oh, and look at this. Thank you. Look at this. My Chinese has arrived. So I'm just going to move that back.
Oh, I have to wait. I have to wait till after the live for my dinner.
Love it.
That's twice twice in a row that you've been given food on the live. That's just.
Well, we will do these teas at live time. These lives at tea time, won't we?
I'm going to have a rant about that as well one night.
Sarah Lou says she's glad it's all over. She doesn't understand any of it. Me either, mate. Me either. Andrew Hodor says politics is run by a bunch of muppets. Not the first person to suggest that, pal. Definitely not the first person to suggest it.
It did. The results broke my heart, John said.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very, Mick, is very...
House of Parliament, sponsored by Disney. Good point. Good point.
And Fiona said, I'm rich in family and friends. Fall else.
And that is what's most important, Fiona. Does anyone feel?
Fall mean.
Does anyone feel actually represented? Kate Pringle says 24. Come on, Kate, get us up to 25, pal. Share amongst all your friends. How's the head, by the way, Kate? Out again the other night he was.
21.
Partying away like a 21-year-old.
Oh, and then slips Jake vapes in the background.
Is he moaning about his vanilla slices again?
He sent me a message today and he said, you're a bastard.
Just because he ate his vanilla slices?
He said that you have got to get him some and get them sent or else. That was his words.
Tell him I'll nip to the bakery first thing in the morning. Yeah, Kate's all right now. He's recovered.
Family is the best riches. Yeah, it's very true. It is very, 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 very true.
Does anyone feel represented? Does anybody feel like politics connects with us? You. Him. Does anyone feel like it does? See, I don't think it does.
I don't even vote. That's my opinion. I don't even fucking vote because there's absolutely no point whatsoever. Whoever's in absolutely robs you fucking blind. They get all the money for themselves, for their nice cars, their nice holidays, their nice houses, their second houses and third ones. And all they do is keep taking and taking and taking. And meanwhile, lots of people are living on the fucking street and they can't even sort that out. But yet they spend billions and trillions to get themselves in where they want to go.
Brexit being a good issue, 103 million quid spent by the government on an advertising campaign to leave the European Union on 31st of October, knowing full bloody well at that time we had a parliament that wouldn't allow it to happen. So we didn't leave. Money wasted.
And I dare say there'll be a lot more money spent again before anything does happen.
Oh shit!
And then Jeanette Cranky will be fucking. I mean Nicola Sturgeon. Holding a fucking uproar as well, right?
Well, they're already at it. The Scots are already at it. They're already campaigning now for another referendum on independence. See, I feel at 53 years old, let down, left behind by this last generation of politicians and Parliament. I think it's a lot of crap. Jake voted, it ruined his Christmas.
I think
is there any point?
If Jake got up in the morning and had anything on apart from socks, I think that would just ruin his Christmas anyway. Just that.
If he's got anything on apart from socks, I'll be incredibly disappointed.
What gets me is the cost of living has gone up, but the money you get to live on it hasn't. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Pay freezes, austerity, 9 years of, bedroom tax, rises in the cost of living, rising in fuel prices, universal credit. Jesus.
Why do we celebrate the 25th of December? You better think very carefully, very, very carefully about what you want to know about that question, because if you tell me that you don't want to celebrate December the 25th, there might be no Christmas presents coming your way.
I love Christmas though.
Jeanette Crank, that's what I call her as well. That's true, John. She really is like. I'm in garden with the dog, so can't comment, but I'm listening to every word. See, she's back.
Brilliant. Good evening, Andy Staten. How you doing, pal? He'll be away from home, I would imagine. He'll be driving home for Christmas later this week.
Stephen said it's for Christ's birthday, even though he was born in June, I think.
I think she's probably right.
Mm-hmm. Wigwam, Hail Vape 66 in the Jesus.
Jake Vapes, I believe it's the 25th of December, because what we did in Northern Europe is nick a pagan festival to make it more fitting and commercial, probably.
And then he hired. Here's a question. Now, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give a shortfall away right now.
Right now?
If somebody can tell me, and the shortfall they're going to get is Elizabeth's Elixir.
Oh, our most highly rated juice.
If you
Did I mention it was our most highly rated juice?
Wonker.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it all away so nobody can fucking review it ever again. All you've got to do is tell me what the real name, the original name, the proper name of Santa's elves are.
Will Ferrell.
Just excuse that fucking idiot over there, right? He's had too much medication for his serious fucking.
It's Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell is his real name. Everybody watched it on Sunday. Everybody watched Elf on Sunday. I did.
Wait a minute.
For the 847th time.
Stephen Murray, that's my point. But why on the 25th, as the pagans just randomly choose that day? But why? And then Andy said he was brought back to life. His reincarnation is on the 25th, is it not? Are you getting mixed up? You get mixed up? Do you roll your eggs at Christmas?
No, but I do believe, as they've got them on sale.
Did you notice last night Andy Stainton made a post and he has had a complete shave?
Really?
Mm.
Oh dear.
He looks about 10 years younger. He only looks about 40 now.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like the same guy. I actually had to look at it a few times thinking, the sooner you go away to work for a week and get more hair on that face, the better. That's East Andy. Said that, Jake. Jimmy Cranky. Who the fuck's Jimmy Cranky? Jeanette Cranky. Corbin, Abbott, two of them. Pinky and Perky. I was just guessing the real name of the elves. Not the names, the personal names, but the name, the proper name. And you would have known if you watched Santa Claus the movie. In my opinion, the best Christmas movie, apart from the Muppets Christmas Carol, the best Christmas movie ever made.
Good evening, Adam. Mr. Coombs, how are you doing? For me, the best Christmas movie ever made was the original Miracle on 34th Street. I love Christmas.
You remember that when it was in the cinema?
Yeah. Look, I would have done. I was a kid. 1934 now, I was born. I love Christmas, and the idea that an entire country can prove through the legal system that Father Christmas exists. Because let's be honest, boys and girls, he does. It does exist. When you've got kids of your own, you understand the magic. But the idea that the legal system can prove beyond doubt that Father Christmas exists, fantastic. Absolutely brilliant.
Fiona said, so they chose that day.
Buy a cracker.
So what?
Guess what? I just got him a cracker. That man got on recognition for you will come true soon.
Orange juice.
Let's get a shower.
So they chose that date. So a load of messages coming in here. Right, hang on. Elf and Michelle. What? Andy Stainton said, I knew it was one of them, not much of a churchgoer.
Me either, mate.
Hodder said, best Christmas movie is Home Alone. Easily can tell your age from that one. He's 40.
Okay. Kaylee says Grinch. I've got to say, Grinch is right up there. Love it. Absolutely love it.
All evergreen, mint sticks, apple tree, sugar pop. What? What the fuck did you? What did he say? Can you even say that?
Probably.
Santa Claus. Come on, somebody who wants to win some Elizabeth's Elixir. Tell me the real name, the proper name of Santa's elves. Elves is not the right word, but it's the word that's used. There is a real name for them. No, it's not Patch. You're in the right movie, though.
Ooh.
Why my present's coming from Germany? Well, that's because, Hodder, listen. The presents are from all over the world. Santa, so he doesn't have to carry so much on his sleigh.
I'm actually amazed he's getting any.
I don't think he should get any. What the?
How does anyone get banned from church? I mean, Facebook, Twitter, yeah, church. That's up to doing.
What is the not the personal names of the elves? The collective names for elves. The real name. Jesus, nobody's going to win this. Cinnamons. That's the elves' names. No.
Bernard.
After being caught with the weed. Simon Riley. Original Santa Claus movie, yes.
Vendigum.
Sarah Lou, Vendigum. Vendigum is correct. That is the real name.
Sarah Lou.
So she has just won one of your shit Elizabeth's Elixirs.
Are you talking about the highly rated, the highest rated of all our juices?
The 10 out of 10. The 10 out of 10 mint julep.
Yeah, that's the one.
Don't
know if I mentioned that, boys and girls. It is the highest rated juice.
I don't know why I'm taking them out of the shelf and putting them on there, because you're only going to get it from Cooper.
Give me a list when we're finished. I'll post them in the morning.
Original Santa Claus Burner Vendigum. Wait a minute. Alabaster Snowball Bushy. Where are they getting this? Where are they getting this from?
Google.
You can't use Google. Oh. A glamour or Vendigum. Vendigum. They're not elves. They're Vendigum. Well done, Sarah Lou.
Well done, Sarah Lou. You've got yourself a bottle of mint julep, unless it's Mirkwood Elves and it's called a suspicion. Is that a 5-course meal that young Gary is feasting on? No, it was a Chinese, George. I was supposed to be cooking tea this evening, but I had a bit of a nana nap this afternoon and couldn't be asked. So
that Adam Coombs. I've seen him commenting today as well.
Is he nattering already? My passport's where, Gary Cooper, mate.
No.
Your passport will be in the post tomorrow, young man. As I said the other day.
You're not getting anything. You're not getting anything till after Christmas. You'll wait.
Your parcel is complete and will be on its way tomorrow morning, pal.
Guys, just a little bit of info for you. Friday night. This might put the cat amongst the pigeons.
Again.
Friday night, 6 o'clock, is a live King of Vape Christmas party. So we will be doing all of the Christmas songs. That obviously and clearly is the theme. But we will be staying on longer. Sorry, Jake. Because at 9 o'clock, we will be doing the alternative Christmas songs, which are mostly Kevin Bloody Wilson, Roy Chubby Brown. So make sure your kids are away. We're going to have a right old party.
Will Dolly Parton be involved?
Eh?
Will Dolly Parton be involved if Chubby Brown songs are on their cards?
You never know. You never know.
I used to have a little bit of a crush on Dolly Parton when I was a kid.
Good.
Well, kid, young man.
it's cold. Look. I mean, it's cold locked, eh? Also, the bits you asked for. Who are you talking to? Halo.
Coombs, talk to Mr. Coombs, the winning Welsh wizard.
He's not come up with Simon Riley tonight. He's come up with Halo. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, so it's Halo 66 tonight, probably because he's banned on all his other accounts, probably.
Oh, here he goes.
I could write you a few adult poems about Christmas. Go for it, George. Yeah, as the glorious, undemocratic and unelected supreme leader of Cottingham, my village, you have every right to contribute with your adult poems. And I'm sure Owen will read them out in his dulcet Scottish tones.
I was just going to say, if you write me a poem or two before Friday, I will read them out after 9 o'clock, after the watershed gets shut.
Nice one.
Hodder.
George does write excellent poems, but he just doesn't like to talk about it.
Haven't even sent you a request yet, Hodder. It depends on your behaviour. We're judging. We're judging.
We haven't even got to that bit yet.
Yeah.
Calm yourself down. Bloody great big 7'3".
Properly. I'm waiting for Cooper to go on a proper rant. If you've ever seen Cooper's posts on YouTube, but we're on YouTube, by the way. Check it out. But he's on, if you go onto his Facebook, you will see the most elaborate rants you have ever seen in your entire existence. If you've got half a day to read one of his posts, take that time and use it wisely and have a quick look.
It's half a day. You'll never get back, boys and girls. I tend to be opinionated about a lot of things, and I'm not shy at voicing my opinions. So politics, no bugger's interested. And I think we've gauged that from the result of the election last week. Politics, interested or shite, overwhelmingly, with an 80-seat majority, shite. We've put that one to bed. Does anyone else think Hodor looks like Brian Breslin? Do you know what I mean? He does. Now that you've said it, I can never unsee that. He does look like Brian Blessed.
I think
that's actually uncanny.
Rename him Brian Bastard.
Yeah. Absolutely uncanny. Hey up there.
Simon,
Riley's moving in on your ground. He's moving in.
Better behave himself. Get my lane, bitch.
Yeah. Don't tread on your toes. Bros before hoes. And I'm not saying anyone is a hoe or anyone is a bro. I'm just saying bros before hoes is the saying that comes from the west side of the United States, boys and girls. So just be very, very careful. Don't vote. Either way, you get screwed anyway. Yeah. We all seem to. We've come to that opinion, actually, Andy. I think that's the consensus. It's all a load of shite. Just a quick mention, boys and girls, about competitions and giveaways and such like. We ran into a little problem with our day one winner. She's actually over in the United States. Didn't make that known to us beforehand. Obviously, our winners are selected at random, so anybody that joins in, you have a chance of being selected if you guess naughty or nice. This young lady is in the States and wanted the stuff posted over there free of charge. It would have cost us £12.55 to send it. We asked for a contribution, and she couldn't afford it. So, and then went on a little rant and then later deleted the posts. We have no problem at all with anyone from overseas joining in the competitions. Please do. We'd absolutely encourage it. But please understand, whilst we do pay for the postage for the UK, we don't ask anyone for a contribution for prizes or giveaways at this time. But if you are overseas and you do realise that in taking part in a UK competition, it's going to cost the company an awful lot of money to send you a prize if you win, please ask first of all if you'll be asked to make a contribution towards postage, because you will. Because that's only fair. And I think you'll all agree on that. He doesn't like to talk about it. I get the feeling that people are taking a little bit of my clout on me this week. Do you get that feeling at all? Do you get that feeling?
I'm getting that feeling. I quite like that though. I
Do
think
you know what I mean? Boys and girls, I've been poorly for over 8 days. I'm feeling much better today. Still got a bit of an ugly headache, but I don't like to talk about it. And I've really suffered in silence, mate. You know, I'm a brave boy. I am strong like bull. I don't like to impose my suffering on anyone else. So I've made it very clear this week, on each day, that I don't like to talk about it. You know, I don't want other people to feel burdened by my poor health. You know.
I mean, guys, listen. He came on 2 lives last week. He wasn't looking for any sympathy whatsoever. He
Not
was
at all.
wrapped in a blanket. He was getting handed food. He was fucking miserable as sin.
I was.
He wasn't looking for any sympathy, and he didn't want to talk about
No
it.
sympathy. I didn't want to talk about it.
He
I
wasn't
didn't want to talk about it. So just don't keep bringing it up. I don't want to talk about it. Okay. Look out for Manflu. Look out for Manflu update day 9 tomorrow, boys and girls.
Yeah.
Which I won't want to talk about.
Can't wait for that one.
I bumped into Sharon Weston.
Yeah.
What?
You're like, between him and Simon Riley, I think we're going to have to have work.
Oh. Yeah. Some toes are getting treaded on here.
Oh, back to the matter in hand. That's very true. Let us know your thoughts, though, guys. Let us know what really fucking pisses you off. Let us know what really annoys you. Or do we need to turn that cog on Cooper and get him started? Because when he starts, there's no stopping him, you know.
I'm like a coiled spring. I'm just like a coiled spring ready to go at any moment. Good evening, Yasmin. George says he wasn't live. He was half dead. Very true, George. Very true. I appreciate the sympathy, mate. I really do. Yeah, you missed out on our chat last night, Cooper. I was in for a few minutes.
Hodder missed out in the chat last night as well because while we were talking, he fell asleep.
At least I didn't fall asleep mid-chat, Hodor, did I?
Then he puts a post on today saying, "This is how we roll, working till 3 o'clock in the morning." And I thought, we had to shout at you down the camera to wake you.
Because Hodor fell asleep mid-chat, snoring the lot.
Lightweight. Evening, Yasmin.
Hi, Yasmin.
Backstabbers. I know. Listen, I'll fight them all.
He will, if he can catch him.
The bastards.
So, politics, load of shite. We've decided on that one. Rant number 2 this evening, boys and girls. You're getting 2 or 3 for the price of 1 tonight. Rant number 2. Wilson is an Apple fan. I cannot get on with Apple at all. My youngest daughter, Madison, adores Apple. She's got the AirPad. She's got the phone. Is it Siri that you talk to with Apple? She's into it big time. She swears by it.
Did you say Sui?
Is it Siri? I don't know. I don't know what it is she talks to. Anyway, she talks to someone and it answers her.
Hey, Sui.
What is it then? What is it? I don't know.
Siri.
Yes, Siri. Well, look, it bloody answers her anyway. When she calls it Siri, it bloody answers her.
Sui is Suti's friend.
No, that's Sue.
Yeah, but to me, she's Sui.
Oh, right, okay. Anyway, she answers her. Siri's a woman. Why do you call a woman Siri? Why do you call her Siri?
She can be whatever you want. She can be male or female or different accents. My one is a female Irish accent.
Fair enough. Why would you call it Siri?
Don't know.
No, neither do I. And this is why I can't get on with Apple, boys and girls. They do things that I just don't understand. Like, for instance, with Android, you download an app, and it's the app. It's standalone. Does all its own thing. Very easy to use. With Apple, it's entirely bloody different. I don't even understand how you operate each platform on Apple. It's too bloody complicated. So from where I'm sitting, Apple, shite. Hoda wants a gender-neutral voice.
I suppose, really, we should see if he wants to partake in this conversation that we're having.
Well, as Hoda has some experience in this field, and as he's promised, no awful jokes, no swearing, and best behaviour, because we are pre-watershed. I suppose we've got to invite him in and let him have his opinion. So far, we're evenly split.
I think
Sarah Lou with Apple.
we should make him wait for another half an hour.
Oh, I can't rant about Apple for half an hour. Now, if we were talking about football, we could rant forever. So we're about 2-1 in favour of Samsung on the comments at the moment. About 2-1 in favour of Samsung and Android. I think that's a damning indictment.
I think you're all full of shit.
Bring him in then. Bring Hodor in. Let's see what he's got to say. And hover your finger over the exit button.
For everything, rip off merchants. You might say that. You might say that. But
She did. She did.
But that's very true. She did say that. You might say they're rip off merchants. However, they're far superior, far better quality. Rudolph always has to get fucking involved. I'm sick of him. Sick of Rudolph. See, before Christmas, he's getting his antlers ripped off.
He says, Rudolph's, what did you say? He says, apples are only good for one thing, putting toffee round. Thank you, Rudolph. That was invaluable, mate.
Hodder, I've already sent you the request.
Is he made it already? Hodor, you've had the request in Messenger.
I'm
Open
waiting.
it up and give us the value, the benefit, the expertise of your years of experience. Kaylee got rid of her iPhone for Samsung, and when we'll ever go back, Kaylee Grayson, spot on, mate. Spot on. We are all Kaylee Grayson tonight.
iTunes.
Andy Stainton, and we are all Andy Stainton tonight as well. Absolutely brilliant. Simon says, can't beat Apple Mac. Had 5 years, still good as new. Simon, you know what you're talking about. Rudolph Beggars, don't you dare, young Murray. Don't you dare. We will not be eating Rudolph Beggars, although the elf says he really likes them.
Hang on.
A bit,
See this, Hodder, you're just a pain in my arse. I'm gonna have to
Sony, Samsung all the way. Jamie Stewart is an Android man. Absolutely. Yasmin Carter is Samsung all the way. We are now about 6-2 in favour of Android and Samsung. What can I say? I'm usually right, and I'm right again. Fiona's back. She's bloody freezing. Well, don't be letting Hodor or Riley warm you up. Remember who your guy is.
I am back on trying to send him another request. Nothing but trouble, that order. Nothing but bloody trouble.
Speech interpretation and recognition interface. Oh, I know a little bit about this, George. I know a little bit about this. I worked as the control manager at CCTV Control in Hull for 14 years. I know a little bit about facial recognition systems. Probably best I don't speak about it. Don't like to talk about it. Is he in? Is he in yet? Where the hell is Hodor?
He's coming. I can smell him.
I need to talk to Owen and Gary after the live. No problem, Fiona. What we'll do, Fiona, if you've got Facebook Messenger, we'll get Owen to send you a link, and you can join us in the studio, and we'll have a little chat afterwards.
Hodder, if you can hear us, turn your camera around long ways.
He's doing it again, isn't he? Sitting there with it upright. So we only get half a screen of Hodor, which isn't a bad thing. Where, you know, you could make a reasonable argument to say it's not a bad thing, to be honest with you.
We'll just keep him in the background for a minute, just to piss him off, though.
Andy Stainton says, just face it, Owen, iPhone are rubbish.
Andy Stainton, I got nothing to say to you. Nothing to say to you. Don't you come arguing with me with your bald face. Your baby soft. I hope you put moisturizer on it.
Baby soft, baby soft. Hands that do dishes are as soft as your face. I'm pregnant and not sure the daddies.
All day long, it's me.
I don't know. There's a little bit of a menage a trois going on there, isn't there? It's Riley and Hodor and bloody Wilson. Dear me, dear me. I tell you, there'll be a book written about that afterwards. Oh dear, oh Christ. Hodor. Good evening, you
Evening,
man.
gentlemen.
Has
How are
Brian-
you?
Now then, hold on. Let me ask you a question. Before you go into a rant, let me ask you a question. You have considerable experience in the mobile phone industry, don't you?
Because he's
5
broken
years as a phone repair shop
Five.
manager.
5 years, including his role as a shop manager. In your
And a
ex, I think
smashing
that
grab.
makes him, excuse me, that makes him an expert witness. Now, listen, I'm a Judge Judy fan, okay? That makes Hodor an expert witness in this matter. So, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I introduce to you my expert witness, the giant vaping Hodor. Hodor, how shit are iPhones?
They are complete and utter dog shit. Basically, an Apple phone.
Not that was a leading question, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. That was not a leading question. Go on, Hodor. Go on. Tell them how it is.
Basically, an Apple phone is designed for sheep that follow the crowd, such as
Yeah.
that one.
Dedicated followers of fashion. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. With the with an Apple phone, let's face it, they break down all the time.
Yeah.
They are. You look at them, the screens break.
Yeah.
Yes, Samsung are more expensive to buy.
Are they?
Yeah, some of the newer phones are more expensive than
Right, fair enough. I'll
Apple.
accept that because you're an expert.
I would rather have. I've had iPhones, I've had Huawei's, I've had Samsung, you name it, been on them all. The one phone I would never go back to is an iPhone for one reason. They break.
beyond the
Yeah.
They are complete and utter dog shite, and idiots like Wilson have one. I risk my case.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the prosecution rests. Wilson, you may open the case for the defence.
Mick Cartman has got it exactly right.
Sack Mick Cartman.
Exactly right. I have.
Objection, Your Honour. He's a
Shut your
Forest
face.
fan.
Shut your face. Go back to your fucking sick bed, right?
Oh, I'm feeling much better tonight.
I have had every iPhone since the first one came out. And after 3 or 4 years, yes, they are shit. But if you
3 or 4 weeks more like.
shut up, Hodder. If you sustained and shut it, I have an iPhone and keep it in a black bag. Honestly. No. But my previous business was iPhone shares. And I have fixed both Samsung and Apple. And I said this the other night.
Sustained my objection, by the way.
I'm going to take them both out of this conversation in a second. When you take them apart and you look at the quality of the product, iPhone is much better quality inside the phone. 100% guaranteed because I've seen them. I've felt them. I know how they work.
Objection. You felt them?
Overruled. Apple are a million times better. I have seen all the parts inside them.
You're actually getting some votes here. You're actually getting some votes.
See, I'm winning.
Yeah, no, you're not winning. You're getting some votes, though. Claire Weston is now very much on your side.
Did you say
you're fired?
Did you say I'm?
No, you're not winning. No. So.
Right. So, guys, this is the Apple broadcast. Apple is a million times better than Android. Make sure you buy all your kids Apple iPhones this year at Christmas, because that would make you a good parent. If you bought Samsung, they would be terrible presents. You would spoil the Christmases for years and years and years to come. Now, I'm just going to let the rabble back in just to see what they have to say for themselves.
All going on a summer holiday, no more worries for a week or
week or two.
We're back. Sorry.
Can't
So, as I was saying,
were you playing with your elf?
iPhone 2.
Were you playing with your elf?
8. Go ahead. Go help yourself. Go help yourself. Go help your elf. Go on, Hodor. A final contribution from Hodor, ladies and girls. And just by the way, an expert witness. Expert witness, by the way. Go on, Hodor. Tell him how it is, kid.
Basically, look at it this way.
Yeah.
Put it this way. On average week, at a small independent phone repair shop, we would get 50 to 60 iPhones in for screen replacements, battery replacements. We would get maybe 10 in total of Huawei, Samsung, all the other Android brands in for repair. Because of one reason, the build quality on Apple is complete and utter dog shit. It is like a child's made it.
Yeah.
So basically, you get narrow-minded idiots like my honourable friend up in the top corner that think, oh yeah, iPhone are great, iPhone are great.
Honourable?
It's 9-2, by the way, now. It's 9-2, by the way, now.
I've got to ask you this one thing, Owen. How much memory does an iPhone come with?
There you go.
Expand? Can you expand your memory with an SD card? No, you can use the cloud. But here's one thing. If Apple was so good, how come the screens break? And I've had more Apple batteries blow up and set fire than any other brand. Because they're idiots who buy them and the idiots that use them. That is why you're a Scottish idiot for using an iPhone. I rest my case.
And the case for Scottish independence also rests, Your Honour.
Yes. With Jimmy Cranky's fella up there.
I personally think you're both a pair of wankers.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Your Honour. Your Honour. May I refer the Honourable General's comments to the Standards Committee?
Let's just do this comment in. I've had a new iPhone, which is good, but maybe some others are better. But the watches and Macs Apple are better. 100%. I am using a MacBook right now. I have got.
And that's why we have technical faults.
I've got my new iPad Pro, and here I have my iPhone X. I never have any issues. The only issue here, which will be a rant maybe next week, is that fucking Wi-Fi shit.
Can I just ask you one thing, Owen? On your iPad, can you get surround sound built in? No, you can't because it's a load of dog shit. Therefore, Apple belong in the bin. Hang on, though.
Hang on. You may say that. But I have this connected app.
Go on, Fiona. Go on. Get into him. Get into him.
1,000 watts of sound system round here with an amp. Everything connects to it. Samsung doesn't work as good and isn't as clear when you're recording music. Fact.
Well, it's like saying a McDonald's is bad for your diet. It's, the same thing. Idiots that use.
That's not bad for your diet. That's another rant. Let me just tell you something. If you take the roll and you throw it away and you eat the burger, that is not bad for you.
Do you know, actually, I'll tell you a little something, and this is a very true story. About 6-7 years ago, McDonald's commissioned a test into the nutritious value of their food, and they challenged 2 people to take part in the test, where these 2 people ate breakfast, dinner, and tea at McDonald's every day. Do you know what? Both of those 2 people lost weight.
Sarah Lou.
Sarah Lou, you've got no choice.
Look.
Fiona is an idiot.
We'd already counted Sarah Lou. Oh, actually, it's 9-3. 9-3 now. 9-3. Claire's
in which favour?
In favour of Android.
That's correct, Claire. That is very correct.
Oh, wait. Can I just ask you one thing? Just this thing.
Another one thing. This is the 4th one thing. Yeah.
Well, I'm the giant vaping hoarder. I do as I like.
Yeah, you get away with it. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I've got to ask you if.
He does what he likes. He does what he likes. He's the giant vaping hoarder. He does what he likes. Anyway, thanks for that contribution. Thank you for your contribution tonight, Hodo. He's backing. He's backing. Come on, lad. Smack him one more last time.
If Apple was so fantastic and amazing, how come there's more parts for Apple? They have got, maybe 20 phones out. There's more parts available for Apple phones because they are shit and they break down. It's like saying, would you go into a battle? Would you go into the... It is. You look on... eBay and the suppliers, you can get every part you want.
Hang on. Let me just confirm this, right?
I'm just finishing my Chinese, boys and girls.
Just confirm this. Because the only way I can get to say my argument in this situation is by putting him down in that box. So listen to this, Hodder, because you can hear us, but we can't hear you. So that's cool. We like that. The reason and the answer about your question, why is there more parts for Apple, is because Apple are more popular and they sell more than Samsung do. On the whole, Android sell more than Apple, but there's a lot of phones that are Android. Apple stand alone, and they stand alone for a reason. I'll put it to the floor for discussion.
Did that answer your question, Hodor?
Yes, but I'd like to put something else to him.
A counter argument.
When you press the
Yes. If you look at it this way, if iPhone was so great and fantastic and everything, it's targeted for the teenagers that just want to take selfies and the crowd followers. Why be a sheep when you can be a lone wolf and get something which has got a better camera, better processor? Me and you were talking about this last night, Owen. Huawei's have got a far better camera.
Samsung has not got a better processor or camera than Apple. But Huawei.
I said Huawei, like we was talking about last night. Huawei cameras at the minute are shitting all over, hands down, aren't they?
Were we talking about that when you were sleeping last night?
No, it was before I went to sleep at about 1:30 in the morning.
Hang on.
Before you shouted down the earphones.
What's Claire saying? My son had a Samsung 10 for 6 weeks. The screen broke and it was going to cost him over £200 to replace it. If you break a screen on the Apple, it's £120 in the Apple store. Cheaper if I do it. Screens only break to user misuse. They don't just break on their own randomly. That is correct. And any phone, and I'm gonna be controversial. Any phone will break if you drop it and it hits.
It will.
Or whatever.
Right, I would like to raise a point of contention with Claire. If phone screens only break by user action, how do you explain spontaneous human combustion?
Holding in a fart. That's why.
So holding in a fart causes spontaneous human combustion, and therefore, if there is a fart inside of apples because they're so rubbish, that would explain screen cracking.
There is a fart inside of them, and it's inside the brain dead users that buy them.
Cooper, how are you commenting? How are you commenting on this chat?
He's got his phone.
Because I'm using my Samsung Android. My woman says 3310 Nokia or a house phone.
Indestructible.
She lives in the
Do you know what, Owen? If you want to do a bank job, you get a 3310, you throw it at a safe, it'll break the safe, and you'll still be able to call 999 to get yourself arrested on it.
And it won't have a broken screen like a bloody Apple iPhone 7S would have.
True.
Hello?
If you flick an iPhone screen, it'll break.
Hello?
Already are using what?
You say you're getting me a drink?
But yet setting to use, that's supposed to be starting, I'm assuming. Starting to use Android, already using.
Boys and girls, comment. Android or Apple? Let's have the definitive vote. Android or Apple? One word comment. Do you prefer Android? Do you prefer Apple? Let's have comments down below. Comments down below, boys and girls. If Android wins, I'll do a giveaway. If Apple wins, Hodor's singing.
Look at that beauty there.
So far we've got one for Apple. Come on, boys and girls.
Are you repping for Halo Vape 66 tonight, Hodder?
He is. You know what it's like. So we got one for Apple, one for Android. Come on, boys and girls. Apple or Android?
Guys, I've got a challenge.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 for Apple.
If Android win on Friday night live.
Hang on. Let me just withdraw him for a second.
6-3. We're at 6-3. Apple or Android, boys and girls. We're at 3 for Apple and 6 for Android. 7 for Android.
Hodder cannot
8 for Android.
discuss challenges. Let's just get that clear. And I'll tell you why, guys. Because we done a bush vapor trial, which he lost.
8-3. 8-3 for Android at the moment. 8-3. Come on, boys and girls.
Even
But-
Cooper
but-
was in front. Even
I'll
Cooper,
do the challenge. I'll do the challenge.
Cooper was in front of the Bush Tucker challenge, and Haley won. Clear.
Queen of Clouds,
then
Queen of the
had-
Jungle, Haley Bear.
We then had the loser to do a challenge, and he failed. Then we gave him a forfeit, and he failed the forfeit.
Sarah, you've already voted. Stop trying to cheat.
But Cooper-
he hasn't voted yet.
Cooper, him over there, when he is better, which he's getting there, he's going to do the challenge for a week.
George, you're just trying to be controversial by voting for Apple. So we're at 9-4 in favour of Android, boys and girls. We're going to close the vote in 10 seconds.
True,
So
Haley.
get it in now. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, you can't, King of Vape, you can't vote. Well, if you can, I'm voting as well. So it's 10-5. 10-5 in favour of Android. Therefore, boys and girls,
Hang on.
the
hang on,
argument is
won.
won. The argument is won.
Hang on. Let me just confirm the YouTube live vote. 365,224 Apple likers on there.
Brendan
Absolute
Morland.
rubbish. That's like the Labour Party's postal voting system. I am not having it.
Look at the comments. No.
We
Owen,
are
you've
commenting
lost.
here live tonight. There is a result, boys and girls. The result is Android 10, Apple 5. An overwhelming 2-1 majority for Android. Therefore, this evening, the King, the giant vaping hoodoo, have proven our argument. And for this week and this week only, Judge Rinder rules in favour of us.
Of Android.
Owen, take it like a man. You lost the argument. You lost the evening. Stephen Murray's right. This is not YouTube. And therefore, boys and girls,
We're
on
on
that
YouTube.
point,
We're on YouTube.
we are on YouTube. I mentioned YouTube. Put the notifications button at the top and press follow us.
Did you mention there's going to be a couple of new videos going up shortly on
No,
YouTube?
no, not tonight. Well, we'll mention it later. Don't worry. So tonight, boys and girls, in honour of our glorious victory, the Giant Vaping Hoodoo and myself would like to thank you all very much for your support. It's nice to see that we brought out the best in a majority across the country, that our arguments hit home, our messages resonated with people, and we don't hate anyone at all. No, it's people, but we don't hate anyone at all. So thank you very much for that. We're going to do. No, you can't. You've lost. We're going to now do a giveaway based upon that winning result, boys and girls. Here's the question. Here is the question. To win your choice of a 50ml short fill from the King's Collection or the Super Juice range, you get to choose which was my wife's first Samsung Android phone. Ooh. Guess. Come on, I'll tell you a little about my wife. She's 10 years younger than me. Absolutely beautiful woman. Incredible. Got a great taste in men. Which was her first Samsung phone? First one to guess it wins. First one to guess it.
She's got a right hook like Mike fucking Tyson.
She has. That's true. So
And a
which
bike worse than a German Shepherd.
Samsung model, make and model, was her first phone? S7 is incorrect. She'd had Samsungs long before that one. I'll give you a little clue. She likes the big screens.
J3.
No, it wasn't a J3. No, it wasn't an F-size. No, Shelby, you can't guess, as you know. She likes the big screens. Think about which Galaxy model has big screens. Oh, I'll give it a little
That narrows it down to a few.
It is a Galaxy. It is a Galaxy. But which Galaxy model was it? Which one was it? It was a Note, but it wasn't the Note 1. Which Galaxy Note was it? Which Galaxy Note? It wasn't the Note 3. She had one. Which Galaxy Note was it? It was a note, but which
I mean,
model?
they are quite forgettable. These names being shit films.
We won the argument. Shut up, you lost. So it wasn't the Note 1. It wasn't the Note 3. Which model of Galaxy Note did my wife own first? It wasn't the 4, although she had a 4 as well. It wasn't the 1, Mick. Wasn't the 1, wasn't the 3, wasn't the 4. Which Samsung Galaxy Note did my wife own first? Wasn't the 1, wasn't the 3, wasn't the 4. There's sort of only one left. Note 2, Mick Cartman, the Galaxy Note 2. Mick Cartman beat Sarah Lou to it. Was my wife's first Samsung phone. She swore by it. She had it for years, and she upgraded to Galaxy Notes all the way along the line there. So well done, Mick Cartman. I think we've got Mick's name and address, haven't we? We've got his details.
What's he on?
So it was a Samsung Galaxy Note 2. Well done, Mick. You get to choose which juice you want. PM me, PM Owen afterwards. Sort us out with your address and which juice you want. You get to choose one from the back.
Tonight, 4 already.
We're giving 4 away, boys and girls. You just can't do better than that. So we've concluded. Thank you, Hodor, for your wonderful, wonderful expert opinions this evening.
Can I just have another rant, please?
Is it a clean one?
Yes.
Okay, then.
UPS are now utter twats. They refused to deliver my Christmas present because of what it was, but picked up a parcel which had something a lot worse in. I'm not talking dangerous. They picked up a parcel with an electric eel in, but wouldn't pick up a baby stingray.
Those are code names. Those are code names for his and Summers orders, boys and girls. Thank you very much, Mr. Hodor. We will pick up on UPS at some point in the near future. Ladies and gentlemen, big hand for giant vaping Hodor, Mr. Andrew Brian Lewis, who wins the argument this evening.
That's for Owen. A parting gift for Owen.
And on with the rest of the show.
Watch this. You ready? You're watching this.
I'm watching.
I've kicked him. Straight out of the studio. Straight out. I didn't even know you could do that.
Boys and girls, the giant vaping Hodor absolutely dominated proceedings this evening.
Don't tell him though.
He took on the might of the wheelchair Superman.
Don't tell him, even though he's been kicked out.
Yeah.
If he clicked the link, you'd come back in, but don't tell him.
Right, boys and girls, we tonight have decided.
Mick.
Well, I think there's a certain poetic license and justice there, don't you, Mick? Well done, pal. You want some juice as well. So tonight, boys and girls, we have so far decided, you the people, you the vapors, you the viewers, have decided that politics is shite and that Android is better than Apple. I think we've moved some ground this evening. And nobody's still brought me a drink up. You know what I mean? I'm still sat here without a drink.
I can see somebody hovering in the background.
Leave him there. He's all right. Oh, thank you, babe.
We might bring him back in. We'll see how it goes. Like
we never know. So, boys and girls, the next rant topic.
Can I before you do that? Can I just mention, if you haven't bought your juice yet from our new range, we won't tell you what's better than other ones. They're all amazing. Super juice is better.
But Julep is the most highly rated.
At the moment, don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. At the moment, for the full range on our website, which is www.kingofvape.co.uk, it is £35 for the full range. If you enter Santa 1 at checkout, only until Christmas, you will get £10 off the range. £25. I will be putting another discount on, but at the moment, we started a new one last night. If you want to buy a single bottle, a single short fill, and you enter WATT, WATT2, you will get £1 off your short fill. So $5.95 plus a post for a 50 more short fill. So WATT2. There will be another discount after the live tonight. You can use Santa 2 or what to get your pound discount on your single bottle. But our
Take
last,
advantage of that, boys and girls. Take advantage of it.
we've only got a few days left to get them out before Christmas. So if you want to get them ordered, get on there and get them ordered. Buy yourself some merchandise. Buy your loved one merchandise for Christmas.
Literally a couple of 3 days left before we can get them out, guaranteeing before Christmas. Andy Staten, they will be here in the morning, pal. The delivery schedule is 11:39.
We're all politics hating Android lovers.
Absolutely, Stephen Murray nails it. Absolutely nails it. So, boys and girls, we now open the floor. We opened the floor on this evening's Rants and Bants to you guys. What gets right on your nerves?
Can I just do a quick little shout out?
Of course you can.
I changed my flavour today to something, and this may surprise you, Cooper. I have not tried this flavour of juice ever until today.
Okay.
And I've got it in my RPM. There is new ones available, and if anyone wants to buy us them, feel free. Key lime pie.
Oh, now, yes.
I have never tried key lime, but I tried the salts today, and I absolutely fell in love with it. It is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, I've been a key lime pie lover now for 2 or 3 years. I first tried key lime pie from the Tub Thumping range way back, and it is delicious. I mean, it's absolutely delicious. Key lime pie is actually the one that converted me towards puddingy, style flavours. And people touching my stuff. Haley, is that a leading question?
I'd just like to say, for the record, thank you so much. Thank you so much to Haley for kind generosity last night. Her wonderful husband in our chat last night decided that he was going to send us all a big box of juice for Christmas. So thank you.
I got to tell you, boys and girls, in the private chat that occurred yesterday evening, we had both Simons, Simon Bear and Simon Riley, trying to see who could fit the most bananas in their mouth following Haley's emphatic victory in the Bush Vapors trial. And we had Owen and Hodor doing Chippendales Act. Fiona, you missed it. You missed it. Haley says ex-husband. Oh, come on, H.
I have to say, in the next week or so, although Friday night we're having the King of Vape Christmas party, but we will be having our own staff party with drink involved in the next coming weeks, and it is a private party. However, at times, various times during our said party, we might pop on the live for a group sing-off. Who knows?
I have bought myself a litre bottle of beer for that occasion. So far, people, Andy Staten says super spares are good. They are good. It's always good to have spares. Haley says she hates people touching her stuff. I agree, Haley. I hate people touching your stuff. Mick Cartman says, people want you to try my vape. I'm actually a sod for that, Mick. Do you know if someone says, have you ever tried this? I say, no, give it a go then. I'm a sod for it. I like to try other people's vapes. Haley says her ex-husband. Yeah, absolutely.
Not before or after he wrapped up our boxes. Is he going to be an ex-husband, or is that what we're talking about here?
It's a critical question. It's a critical question. Boys and girls, what gets on your nerves? What do you hate?
Simon Wright.
What do you really like?
We've got lots of juice coming from Haley. Thank you so much. Awesome. Such nice people. Such nice people. Although, I have to say, when we were in this conversation last night, Haley was working. And when she heard about Simon being so generous, she gave him a little phone call while we were all in the chat room. The microphone went dead, and Simon crawled underneath his desk
and hid.
In tears. He was in tears.
He hid. And while we're on the subject of Haley being at work, I want to give a special festive shout out. And we're harping back a little bit to politics and all the rest of it here, but it isn't political at all. I want to give a very special festive shout out and a massive thank you to all of our NHS staff, paramedics, consultants, nurses, surgeons, the cleaners, the cooks, and also to all of those people who work in the social care industry. You people have suffered more than anyone else in terms of ridiculous pay freezes, etc. than anyone over the last 9 years, and yet you continue to do that job, a thankless task for the most part, with heart, with integrity, and with endeavour. You are the rock upon which this nation is built, and you deserve everyone's gratitude. And that's all of you that work in NHS or in social care. My heart goes absolutely out to you guys. A massive thank you.
Can I just say, while you're onto that, Gary?
No.
Yes, mate. Go on, mate. Yes, yes.
I have family members, as you both know, that are in the prison service. Did you know there is more prison staff working? I'm not going to say where, but over Christmas, and they are not getting any extra money, much like the NHS, the police. They're sacrificing it. And also a massive shout out to all the door staff who, at this time of year, are putting their necks on the line week in, week out to make you guys feel safe. So any of the door staff watching this, which I'm an ex-bound to myself, my heart goes out to all of you. And people don't realise the crap they put up with on every night. If they did, they would think twice before being drunk and twat and banging too much gear up that, or taking pills.
My brother worked on the door for many years, pal. I know exactly what you're talking about. Exactly. Thank you, Hodor. Yeah. Absolutely. Big shout out to those guys as well. I choked on the hog, though, didn't I, Gary? I did, mate. Yeah, I would have really liked the hog. Shelby says she hates when she's trying to watch telly and all she can hear is your dad shouting. Yep. Yasmin hates liars, thieves, backstabbers, loves animals. Yes. Innocent, pure, loyal, loving souls. I am with you 100%, Yasmin. Absolutely. Stephen Wish as well said Coops. Haley says he's been drinking loads today, so bottles will be filled. Can I have a shout out for everyone that's a carer? You bloody can, mate. This is what I was talking about. The social care system. It's not just people who work in care homes, in residential homes, in homes for the terminally ill. It's the people who work at home, who take care of friends and relatives with disabilities, vulnerabilities, the elderly, the infirm. These people do it. I'll tell you what carers allowance is. Carers allowance is 60 odd quid a week. That's what carers allowance is. And you know what you got to do for that? A minimum of 35 hours. Now, how ridiculous is this? You live with an elderly relative with a disability. 35 hours? It's 24 hours a sodding day, you ridiculous twats that make these rules. It's 24 hours a day. And you give them 60 quid a week for doing it. These people can't work. Their work is looking after loved ones. The responsibility of the state that for years these poor buggers have paid into. And you shirk that responsibility for 60 odd quid a week and pass it off to the friends and family whose lives are impacted the most by taking care of relatives and friends. Shameless twats. Government, all of you. Shame on you. Massive shout out for all the carers in the UK and across the world. Oh my God, there's a dinosaur.
That's no way
saying about animals. So I thought I'd get the big lad out. He's been a good boy recently. I know he's got a dirty mind.
Well, I only choked you, bugger. We told you to behave. Right, Owen's cracked. Owen's cracked, boys and girls. Stephen says the reason for mentioning it is one for his wife. Exactly, pal. You are exactly the kind of person I'm talking about. 60 quid a week. 60 quid a week for a 24-hour day a week job. Despite the fact that you and your wife have paid into the system all of your sodding lives. All of your lives. And what does the system say to you? It says to you, basically, do it yourself. That's what the system says. Shameless. Shameless. Shame on you, Westminster. VAR. George wants to use the VAR system. Not happening. Mick Carman says all of the emergency services and armed services. On this very week of Christmas, or the lead up to Christmas week, boys and girls, there are thousands of members of your community, people you went to grow up with, you went to school with, people that you have worked alongside, people that are giving their time, and you can't put a value on being away from your family for Christmas. You cannot put a value on that. No amount of pay in the world can take the place of giving your time and being away from your family at Christmas. To all of our police officers, our armed services, Navy, Royal Air Force, Army, to all of you guys, thank you. Massive shout out. Massive shout out. Early sending big hugs to Stephen Murray. Quite right, Early. Yasmin says she didn't claim care allowance, and my parents worked all their life and deserve the care and respect of me and my sister who look after them. Both are disabled with multiple health issues and cancer. But I'm the daughter, and it's my duty to look after them. It's a bloody good job people think like you, Yasmin. It's a bloody good job they do. And where you can take care of your parents, I admire you for doing it. There are elderly people in the same situation that aren't as lucky, that don't have family members. Maybe they never had kids. Maybe the rest of the family have died and moved away, emigrated, whatever. My wife worked in a residential home for the terminally ill for many years. She was a medication nurse there. She sat with people while they died because they had no family, they had no friends, they had no one else. And guess what? The government was reaping the benefit of selling everything they had in the world, which could have been donated to charity, for the privilege of paying my wife peanuts to sit there and stay with them and provide care and comfort while they died. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do what my wife did. I couldn't do what Haley does. I couldn't do what these people do. I do what you do. I could do it for mum and dad, no problem at all. And I absolutely respect the fact that you're willing to do that. But 60 quid a week for the privilege of doing it. Kind of life have you got on that? Is that what you deserve? Is that what taking care of your elderly parents deserves? People who've paid in the system all their lives.
That doesn't even pay your fuel to go to the shops for what you need for these people for the week.
Kaylee says, spot on, used to be a carer for a nana who has dementia. Yep. Yasmin says she worked 30 years in mental health care and terminal care to be her heart attack and style surgery. 30 years dedication. 30 years of dedication to the care of others. You, young lady, you deserve a medal.
John's
an Android. Next one, John. That's 11-5 now. Well done, John. Jake says, agreed, Gary, couldn't do it myself. Well, my hands up to those that can. No, I couldn't, mate. I couldn't. The times I sat and watched my wife come in from work with her head in her hands and cry her eyes out. How do you put a value on that? How do you put a price, pounds, shillings, and pence per hour on that? You can't. You can't.
How about we have some bants? How about you try?
Time for bants. I've got to get one over on you.
Do you fancy trying to get one over on me tonight?
I'll have a bloody good go. I've tried many times in the past. Go on. What have I got to do?
No hodder. You will wait. What have you got to do? I don't know. How about we make it even more interesting and you tell me what we're going to do?
Right, okay then. Yeah, well, I'm presuming being the...
Do you want some memory fun? Do you want... You tell me... I shouldn't have said both of them in the same sentence, but here we go.
Card trick or memory fun? Do both.
At the same time?
At the same time. Do both. Do I need a pen and paper? Paper.
Yes.
Paper. Right. Blank paper, boys and girls. Blank paper. Pen. I'm going to get him this week.
So, mind, usually what we do is you'll think of something.
Hang on. Whoa. I'll give you a little clue. I'm going to think of a celebrity.
That doesn't really narrow it down much.
That's all I'm telling you. I am going to think of a celebrity and I'm going to write that celebrity's name down now on this piece of paper.
Can I get any kind of clue as to where this celebrity, what kind of region this celebrity is in? What's the profession of said celebrity? Anything at all?
I'm going to give you a clue by telling you that we watched this celebrity character on TV a lot when my two eldest daughters were young.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. I am saying no more. You are having no more clues. No more clues. And
I've written one down.
at the same time, I'm going to pick a card, and you've got to get both.
I don't even know where my fucking cards are.
Well, I don't care. I am going to now, alongside the name of this. I can't show you it. I've written the celebrity name down. I am going to now write down a card that I am choosing now.
Okay.
I now have a name and a card on this piece of paper. That is a pack of cards.
I'm not gonna touch the cards. I have written down a name, and you want a card as well.
Yeah.
So have you written down a card?
I've written the name, and then underneath it, I've written down a card.
Okay. I'm gonna guess the name first, and then I'm gonna try something.
No chance. Go on, try. No chance.
Would I be right if it was with the kids? It must be a cartoon. It must be a cartoon personality or celebrity.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I've got two girls.
I'm just gonna have a stab at this and see how this goes, right? What I've got written on this bit of paper is Johnny Bravo.
Oh my God.
Am I right? Am I close?
Without seeing the card. I don't believe it.
Johnny Bravo. Right. I'm tight. Just so you can, I'll keep you in eye view all the time. Oh shit. Wait a minute.
This is incredible.
Okay. Tell me what your card was.
The card is the two of spades.
Okay. I'm just going to go through these cards until I find the two of spades. This card, in the closed pack of cards, might I add, is a two of spades. But I already guessed that you might ask for the
You couldn't guess. You didn't know what the hell the question was coming.
I can prove that I knew what you were going to pick.
How? Oh, bollocks. How the hell do you do that?
You got me once. You will never get me again.
How the hell do you do that?
Magic.
I'm speechless, boys and girls. I'm speechless. I honestly don't know what to say. I don't know how you do it. And I keep asking him, and he keeps refusing to tell me. But how? I deliberately said celebrity, so that you wouldn't think of a character, just a celebrity. I thought you were going to go something like Beyonce.
You do.
And I said my daughters because I thought you would go for a female.
I'm just looking back at Bean, Brown Atkinson, Diamond, Yogi Bear, King Claps, Top Cut, David Jason, Flora Hearts.
Voodoo, yeah.
You could do that with me. I'd pay you top money. Listen, I can do it with anyone.
There's a camera above my head. Bloody isn't George? Look at
You're right. You're right, Mike. You're right. When you're good, you're good. Do you know what I mean? See, we don't do them all the time anymore either because it wouldn't be as much fun. But I've got some good ones. I've got some good ones lined up for coming very soon. Some very festive ones, let me just say.
I haven't shut up all night. I am now absolutely speechless.
He's got a camera implanted in the back of your eyes when you're asleep. It's true. It's true. Did you like that one, Hodder?
Yeah, but if you're that good, I'm thinking of a celebrity.
You can't do
No, because it's a porn star. No.
No.
It's a porn star. It's a porn star. No.
No, it's a famous celebrity in the world of animals. Someone that's well known. You write it down and I'll tell you.
Steve Irwin.
Wrong.
No, it's not. I look at his face.
You was right as well. That's the worrying thing. That is why I'm calling my stingray Steve-O after what happened to him.
You're going to have to show us how this is done at some time or other. You can't.
That is freaky.
It is freaky. Do you know what, Hodo? Once, Kim Francis, who often joins us, I rang her off screen. I rang her away from this entirely. And I said, look, pick something at random, right? And she picked a snow leopard, an animal, out of nowhere. She decided what it was. And we just threw it at him.
That was a bit fun. I nearly.
He stood there, he sat there saying, I want to say white, but it's a tiger. Is it a tiger? I want to say white tiger. And then he wrote down snow leopard.
Go. Speaking of animals, my favourite animal. Gary knows it. Do you?
No. I've used all my magic powers.
I'll give you a clue. I've got one myself.
Mum.
Your mum. Yeah.
I'll narrow it down. Favourite type of dog.
Poodle.
He's got one hidden in his beard.
I don't actually know what your dog is. It reminds me of a rat.
I've got 4 dogs, but I've got one that is a certain favourite. My all-time favourite breed of dog, and it's a type of dog.
All right, Jake.
Smurfy.
Yeah, but what is he?
I don't know.
I know what he is.
I don't know what he is.
Shall I divulge?
Yes.
Lecture.
Yeah.
Which one's that? The one with the long nose?
Yeah, long nose, one blue eye, one brown. He's 3/4 grey and quarter collie.
God,
he's a true. God. He's thick. And I do not have a rat, I have a terrorist pup.
We don't want to know about your sex life. Oh, it was the dog he was talking about. Oh.
Whippet. I do actually have a whippet.
Yeah, he has.
And do you whip it?
No, I don't. I'll leave that to you.
There's a deer.
Hodo, I think you've got you need to get your coat on again. Kaylee dares you to shave off your beard.
Kaylee, no chance. I've known you since I was about 17. I love you, Nan and Colin like mad, you know I do. But I'll never shave my beard off.
I like Kaylee. I like Kaylee a lot.
Lunch.
Kaylee so far has been on the winning side of every argument on this debate tonight. On the rants and bants tonight, Kaylee has been on the winning side with the right opinion and the right answers all night tonight. I like Kaylee.
It's true, Simon. They always say that pets take after their owners. It's true.
In that case, I must be tall and skinny, but I'm tall and fat. So how does that work out?
You're only 7'3". It's not that tall.
Nah.
No. Stop making yourself out to be a big man.
Well,
so boys and girls, we have given away some juice this evening. We've had some fun. We've had some rants. We've had some bants. The floor is open, boys and girls. The final topic is up to you. What would you like our opinions on? Open to you, boys and girls. What would you like to hear our opinion on? Any subject matter, providing it's family friendly, of course.
Yep, we're all PC here.
We're all PC. Give us a topic. Give us a topic, boys and girls, and we'll tell you what we think.
I will say one thing. Owen, I apologise for Simba chewing them earphones that you sent me.
The terrorist pup chewed all
And
the earphones.
the dog ate them within 24 hours.
Simon Bear. Simon Bear's come up with a good topic here. Actually, Simon, this is quite relevant. Simon has said there is too much choice of cheese at Christmas. You know what? I'm going to agree with him. We went to Christmas market in Cottingham Village on Sunday, and there was a stall that just did cheese. And the wife looked and said, "Oh, they do make your own cheese boards." The question is, where do you start? There must have been 70, 75, 80 different choices of cheese on that market stand. Now, I'm a big cheese fan, but you can only eat so much cheese.
It's very bloating.
It is very bloated. Are the retailers, is the commercial cheese industry trying to drown us in choice for profiteering purposes? That would be my point.
When it comes to cheese, there is only one for me, and that is Black Bomber.
See, I like a blue cheese. I do like a blue cheese. Statement actually says there, Camembert is all you need at Christmas. There's nothing like a beautiful warm Camembert to dip the bits crackers in. Absolutely nothing like it. Kaylee says Wednesday cranberries. Fruit and cheese work really well together. She's right again. Who is Kaylee? She's absolutely right again. Fruit and cheese work fantastic together.
She's an old friend of mine that I've known since she was about 17.
She's ace. She's absolutely ace, and she's spot on again. Haley Bear likes a Stilton. I'm a blue cheese Stilton kind of fan. Let's have a look now. Yasmin says female bodybuilders. They eat a lot of cheese. Simon says they always bring out a really good one at Christmas that you can't get for the rest of the year. Used to do. They do. I must say they do. But then if you buy it based on its description, and then you get it home and you don't like it, it ends up going mouldy in the fridge, and you never end up eating it anyway.
You know where I mean, Gary, the Beverley Garden Centre, they've got the butchery and cheese place.
Yeah.
They have got some unbelievable cheeses.
Yeah, they have, yeah.
When you go in there, you've got 14, 20 blocks of cheese. Yeah. How can you pick just one? I can't. You have to have 4 or 5 different ones, but completely different flavours, like in vape juices.
Any good cheese manufacturer will have a taster board up, and you should be able to taste the cheese before you buy them. Simon says there was a Stilton and salted caramel. Now, I hate caramel. I wouldn't touch that with a barge pole. I hate caramel. Honeycomb and caramel are my two sweet hates. I hate them. Can't stand them. Mick Catman, Stilton crackers and grapes. This is carrying on the cheese and fruit theme. It's right. Fruit and cheese works fantastically together. It really does. Yasmin says cheese, walnuts, grapes with honey. Ooh, I like the sound of that.
Cheese and red wine.
I'm going to try that. Cheese, walnuts, and grapes with honey. That sounds really nice. Definitely going to try it. Interesting.
You can't beat a good cheese board at Christmas.
You've got to have a cheese board. No question about that at all. You've got to have a cheese board.
Brie and fig. No way.
That sounds nice.
Oh.
Stephen Murray hates Stilton.
I love Stilton.
Goat's cheese.
Well, you're ranting and raving, and you're talking, and you're giving all your cheese advice. Hang on.
Yes.
Spoken.
Yes.
Used to work in a cheese factory. We used their stuff shop to get Stilton cheese with chili, cheese, and cranberries, all sorts. For a $5 was getting loads of bags for decent prices.
Chili works great with cheese as well. It does. Absolutely. Simon says, no, Guy, I'm not making that in a juice.
Who would like, actually, Hodder's not been on live while we've done this before. Who wants to hear our anthem, our song that we sing on every show?
I'd love to hear it.
Yeah, I do.
He
Who
does.
wants to hear Gary singing it as well?
Dodgy.
The problem we have is that when I sing at this end, it cuts out Owen's audio.
Correct.
Doesn't do it in the car when I'm on my phone, but it does it when we're on in this broadcast studio. So I don't do it so much, which I don't like. 'Cause I do love a good sing song.
So silence.
So instead, I get Rudolph to do it in mine.
There's 11 people in this room. I want to see every single person hitting that love button as much as possible until you
Show us the love, boys and girls. Show us the love.
Right, here we go, guys. One more line. See all that. Should have stayed. Will this time I know? Can I help you not to hurt anymore? We saw brilliance when the world was asleep. There are things that we can have, but can't keep. If they say, who cares if one more light goes out in the sky of a million stars? It flickers, flickers. Who cares when someone's time runs out? If the moment is all we are, quicker, quicker. Who cares if one more light goes out? No, I do. The reminders will the flow of feet. In the kitchen, one more chair than we need. Oh, and you're angry, and you should be. It's not fair. Just 'cause you can't see it doesn't mean it isn't there. If they say, who cares if one more light goes out in the sky of a million stars? Flickers, flickers. Who cares when someone's time runs out? If the moment is all we are. Flickers, flickers. Who cares if one more light goes out? Well, I do. Who cares if one more light goes out in the sky of a million stars? It flickers, flickers. Who cares when someone's time runs out? If the moment is all we are. Oh, flicker, flicker. Who cares if one more light goes out? Well, I do. I do.
Beautiful, beautiful. Remember, boys and girls, particularly at this time of year, It's okay not to be okay. Talk to each other. Talk to people. You haven't heard from them for a while. Pick up the phone. Pick up the internet. Type on social media.
Pick up the internet. Pick up the internet.
Pick up the internet.
On your iPhone.
Thank you very much for the love and support, boys and girls. We really, really do appreciate it. I know we keep saying it, but Owen is working so hard to get this single out and ready. It's not the want to try, and it's just the technical catching up with the emotional. It will do, and it'll be out soon enough.
It's getting there. January, middle of January at the latest, it will be out, and I will keep you all up to date.
Excellent. Well, tonight, boys and girls, has been great fun. I have enjoyed the bants and the rants. It's been wonderful having a well-behaved Hodor in the room, for once. Looking rather well groomed as well today, Hodor. The old hair's combed, the old beard's looking as though it's all pointing in one direction.
Hang fire. Go through that.
Hang fire, he said. Hang fire.
It's not spoiling the mood. Current. 999. Love it. I am just gonna throw in an extra song for a very, very special dedication.
How long's that been?
Since you're on the live, since you've been well behaved, you know what this means. I know what this means. This is Tears in Heaven.
You're going to get me in tears.
I'm sad as well.
Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Will you be the same if I saw you in heaven? I'm lost and carry on. Yes, I know
I don't belong here in heaven.
Would you hold my hand if I saw you?
Turn it off.
Hey,
Yeah,
Would you help me stand
why?
it looks good.
You just want
if I saw you in heaven? I'll find my way tonight and day, 'cause I know that this can stay here in heaven. Time can bring it down, time can bend your knee. Time can break your heart, have you beg and plead, beg and plead. Beyond the door.
Turn it back on, Chris, man.
And I know there'll be no more tears in heaven. Would you know my name heaven, will you be the same? If I saw you in heaven, I must be strong and carry on. 'Cause I know I don't belong here in heaven.
Three grown men, one broadcast studio, all the heart in the world. Right there for you, boys and girls.
Had me in
There are-
tears.
Yep. There are stars that shine brightly above all of us. And you all have one that belongs to you. Some of us more than others. Boys and
100%.
girls, this time of year at Christmas, it's important. Share your stars. And never be afraid to show you feel. Never. Fantastic live tonight, gentlemen. Thank you very much to the Giant Vaping Hood for joining us. Thank you very much to
Thanks
Mr.
for having
Wheelchair
me.
Superman. We're very welcome, pal. And the Wheelchair Superman on this side. Thank you all for taking part, joining in. Thanks for the rants. Thanks for the bants. Well done to those who won some juice. They'll be going out in the post to you tomorrow at some point. And until these buggers, these two here, see you on Friday.
Remember, just a quick note before we go, check the page, the Facebook, Instagram is KingofVape_online. Make sure you're following us on there. Get some merchandise, get your juice ordered, use the discount codes. If you remember them, if you don't, I can remember them. Santa 1 gets you £10 off the full range. What 2 gets you £1 off every single short fill that you buy. Make sure you get it ordered. We've only got a few days left before we can guarantee them before Christmas, guys. So
Thursday's the last posting day.
Is it Thursday? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Thursday,
get it ordered.
first class.
Stocking with some super juice, top of the best juice ever. Or
Mint Julep the most highly rated one?
It was.
Isn't Crown Jewels the best seller?
It's goodbye from him.
Oh, well. It's
See
been a
you
great
later,
night, boys and girls. Thanks
Guys,
for
thank you
joining.
so much to everyone that comes in. We appreciate you all. And keep checking your 12 Days of Christmas. There's winners every single day.
Naughty
Make
on
sure
ice, naughty on ice. Take your pick.
I think Simon Riley's naughty. He's wigwamming tonight. Great luck, guys. Wish you all luck.
Simon's always naughty.
Get into the naughty or nice. I might add, by the way, naughty and nice. If you enter and you win on your day, you will go in a wheel to win a massive Christmas present. Massive.
Yeah, Christmas Day. Halo surprise Christmas wheel.
So get it done, guys. Get it done. And until we see you on Friday night, or until we do any auctions through the week, maybe a little festive one, or you want any Christmas boxes, you've got 2 days left to order them. It's goodbye from him. And it's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from him.
Brother.
Yes, my friend. Go vape yourself.